and I'm moderating this session with Dr. Chidie Ogogo. You're welcome to the second annual convention of the Absu State University Medical Alumni Association, UK.
I invited the chairman of the local organizing committee to come forward.
I'll just do a quick presentation on what we've done so far. So this is the outline. So who we are. Abia State University medical graduates. That's who we are. This association is made up of Abia State University medical graduates. I'm sure everyone knows this. Then the College of Medicine was started in 1988. The first set graduated in 1996. And we've got colleagues here. So we've been around for long. We're not messing about. 21 years, graduating people every single year. We're great people, and we need to be proud. We are most grateful to people who did hard work, because it wasn't easy when you're talking about medical schools. Because when I was trying to get into medical school, it wasn't easy as well. The NEC won't give me admission. I wasn't best pleased, I can tell you that now, and many of us as well. The Abia State University welcomed me and gave me an admission. Not just me, many of us. So we have great stories to tell. And finally, showcasing and celebrating the achievements of Absu medical alumni with a view to inspiring future generations of medical students. I don't think we do this enough. We have some great people here, consultants who have trained in different places. That was why when I hired, I agreed that he would be coming. We straight away created a space for him in the program. We said, if you're coming, you talk to us. Because when people look at people like that who have succeeded, they get inspired. When we see people like Professor Anye, who is already a professor, we get inspired. And many more of us, we have consultants, we have people who are leading educational activities, people like Obio, who is an educational lead in his trust, and many of us, and myself as well, who is doing my little bit where I am, and other people. So we are great people, and we need to showcase what we have. Start engaging in more charity-oriented activities. Thank you.
Global coordinator, Professor Wanda here to say something.
Thank you. Please, can you clap for me now? All paid by Children Foundation. We also have a subsidized hostel through the Glow for the medical students at Abia State University. 50% of the existing students. We also have a 100,000 naira grant for best graduating medical students every year to run perpetually. We help to recall the suspended Absu president, and we are at the verge of trying to get the suspension of the association lifted. Well, we have also set up a liaison office with the students in the university there. We're trying to get the office well funded. These are part of the things we've done, and we'll continue as we have said. But what we expect the alumni abroad to do, maybe more than all this. Where my own story out here is part of it a bit. I also coordinate, even though I didn't go to UNN, I also coordinate the UNN Medical Alumni Association. And we've established collaborations where what I got them to do was to give one of our dear friends who went to our school too. They gave him a visiting professor in our university, and so far he has attracted grants worth about $8 million to the university within the last 1 year. So those are the kind of things we expect. We're looking forward to, because for that 8 million grant, the university gets 8% of any money released for that grant, and that is sizable for a developing state. Here in the UK, there are many districts that give grants. You have the Maria Curie, you have there are other districts you have here, but most of them require partner from a UK institution, and that's where you have to come in. So that means that if we're able to look around, I try to put some of these adverts too on our side. To look around, we can be able to work together to be able to attract big grants to the university, and then we can then move it forward. Thank you once again for this opportunity. I think in the evening we'll have opportunity to talk more. God bless you all.
On behalf of my boss, he felt so bad that he next convention that he will be here to join you guys to celebrate whatever you are doing. Please just kindly accept his apologies. I really thank you both for what you are doing. Like in the country Nigeria, we are looking at the best way we can have good leadership. And I believe that in time, if we join hands to put the right people, we'll be able to get the right results.
Shall we listen to
members
Al-Hajjati Abubakar?
of the University Medical Alumni Association, the UK members, it's my singular honor and privilege today to be called upon to speak to you. So when the organizers of this event asked me to speak on good governance, I quickly understood where they are coming from, even if I am not entirely sure of all that is expected of me in this presentation. Be that as it may, I have decided to speak on good governance and development with particular reference to our great country, Nigeria. What is good governance? And what does it mean in today's Nigeria? It also includes meeting other challenges that emerge in the society during the government's tenure. And it includes government being accountable to the people and recognizing the people's rights to govern. Good governance is a requirement for a country's development, which to me means improving the society's productive capacity, improving the people's welfare, and enhancing their freedoms. Over 10 million school-age children out of school, and human development indices such infant and maternal mortality and life expectancy among the worst in the world. What should we do and what should be done? As the old saying goes, nothing comes easy. Good governance will also require a vibrant and independent media. Nigeria has done reasonably well in this regard, but threats to the independence and vibrancy of the media do not always come from government. Media organizations that rely almost exclusively on government advertising patronage do not meet the standard of independent media. For inviting me and giving me this opportunity to share ideas with you, I wish you a very, very successful convention, and God bless you all. Thank you for this.
16 months, to run through protocol. I think I will start by acknowledging the presence of His Excellency, the former Vice President of Nigeria, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, and I am told represented by Dominic Rosa. Very welcome. The first pioneer provost of the College of Medicine at State University, Professor Abubakar, current Chief Medical Director, Professor Jokes Kamano, the President of Absu Medical Alumni in the United Kingdom, Dr. Umeade, the Global Coordinator of Absu Medical Alumni, Professor Bond Anyeyi, alumni, distinguished alumni of Abia State University Medical School, ladies and gentlemen. I want to first of all say thank you for inviting me. I think I was invited last year, but then unfortunately I just couldn't because number one, I was quite new on the job, and I thought I needed to put my act together such that at a forum like today, I can look back and say, wow, 16 months, what has been the journey so far? And I believe that's why the act title up there, which is Update on Abia State Health Care Services to Journey so far. So I want to thank you most especially for inviting me today. Well, for those of you who do not know me, that's my name. And at the moment, I happen to be the current commissioner supervising the health ministry. It's been a little over 16 months now, I think. I actually assumed the duties in Absu State on the 1st of December 2000. Health indices were plummeting down, and at best, some of the indices just had plateaued off wherever they were. Of course, we did not have any state emergency medical services at the time. Do not confuse that with accident and emergency services in the individual hospitals. Then, of course, the 710 primary health care facilities were actually what Abacha would describe as mortuary rather than clinics.
They're not hearing it back.
Oh, you're not hearing back?
Bring it back.
Okay. All right, thanks. So that Mercure Center is or has remained non-functional, and at the moment I think we are about going to court to see how to rescue and deal with it, because we obviously want to use it for our own, assuming we end up concluding the arrangements that should put a CT or MRI scan in there.
I think it's the desire of every father to see your children excel. And when I look at you, I say thank God the little effort we started several years ago is not in vain. I congratulate you on being able to organize yourselves and to hold these conventions. You are in your own right trailblazers and pathfinders. Because being a new medical institution, by the time most of you came to UK, you had nobody prodding you or giving you direction. And you were able to chart your progress. And you are here where you are today. So congratulations to all of you. Trailblazers in the sense that, yes, most medical schools have alumni association, but I don't think that any has done what you have done by remembering your teachers. In fact, I was in Ibadan up till Thursday for the postgraduate exams, the fellowship exams. And I had to excuse myself to leave on Friday. It's a win-win situation for everybody. One is that it fulfills part of your aims and objectives, which the President enumerated today. Two is that it will encourage those coming behind to aspire to be like you. Three is that it adds value to what we do. As I speak to you, I have just gotten approval to engage 2 consultants who regrettably are not products of our institution. One, Dr. Kamazi, a missionary doctor from the US, who works in Onishanga whenever he's around. He has applied as a non-stipendiary consultant who wants to offer services free of charge. We have one Dr. Wakama, who is a critical care physician in the US. He's also applied that he would like to offer his services free of charge. So I will appeal to you to look along those lines. It will help to address the manpower issue. Infrastructure. There is deficit of infrastructure. Not the making of the present governor, but as a result of chronic neglect. I doubt that we would find any other teaching hospital in Nigeria where you have one building housing almost all the departments in medicine. As if that is not bad enough, you saw in the commissioner's slides the space allocated to the laboratory. The problem is that we don't seem to give a free hand to those who know what to do. Laboratory medicine is a money spinner, and it should have a complex of its own. So we are looking for partners or donors who can give us a laboratory complex so that we move away from the greatly confined space where we have our laboratories and build standard laboratories. So you may need to think along those lines. We're looking for donors or partners who will partner with us to provide a radiology suite where we'll have CT scan, MRI, digital X-ray. That's an area of need. And I want to challenge you. You have started on a very good note, and you've achieved a lot.
So this is a goodwill message to the President and members of Absu Medical Alumni Association UK on the occasion of the second convention of the association holding here in London today. Thank you for inviting me to this second conference of your association. Accept very warm felicitations from the entire university community. You've made us proud by your respective individual achievements and collectively as members of a flourishing active alumni association. You are a reference point to others. Can you clap for yourself? May Almighty God prosper you all in your individual and collective endeavors. Thank you, Professor E.U. Ikonde, Vice Chancellor.
Dr. Sandra Obaka, she's a GP with special interest in dermatology, Southview Back Surgery.
To talk to everybody, all protocols observed, please. My name is Dr. Sandra Obaka, and I'm a GP with special interest in dermatology. So I'm just here today to just tell you a few things about dermatology, actually. My topic today is more than skin deep. The outline for today consists of a few things. First of all, I'll have a quick overview of the burden. I'll talk about the burden of dermatology in the United Kingdom, America, and a few things about Nigeria. I'll now go on to the root certifications in dermatology and skin diseases, some everyday samples. We'll just have a quick overview of that. We might feel low in ourselves, might become depressed, and won't be happy with things that we're doing. When that happens, that also goes back to the physical damage of the skin condition. We don't feel the zeal to actually take care of our skin, which escalates the problem and makes things worse. So it's a vicious cycle which needs to be tackled in order to combat the issue of unhealthy skin. Skin disorders are very, very common, and it's very important for us to understand what we can do to prevent these health problems of the skin. And as a result, it does cause a significant health burden. So if we can manage this skin problem, the health burden of the skin, that will definitely be managed better. The impact and quality of life, coupled with psychological vulnerabilities, can be quite enormous. So it's just good to say that we have a big role to play to tackle this skin problem. The lady with the spots on her face. Over here, you can see the hyperpigmented spots and the nodules, and over here at the back. This will require hospital treatment. It can't be managed in the community. Okay, so I'm now going to go on to the conclusion. Okay, so just a few things. Young doctors, older doctors too, we can develop interests. It's never too late to start developing interest in dermatology.
I need you to appreciate Absu Medical Alumni Association, United Kingdom. Please give them a big round of applause.
Big thank you to everyone. Last year, at the convention last year, or anytime I was asked to speak, I just started speaking without observing protocols. So I learned last year. So I'll start again with protocol. But I'll start with the people who made it possible for us to be here today. So I'll say a thank you to the LOC who put this together. I'll come back to the LOC in a minute, but some people travel from far to be here with us today. And I'll start from my left here. The Honorable Commissioner for Health for Abia State, Dr. You're very grateful. You're very grateful that you're here. Not just that you were here for the morning session, but again for tonight. And our Chief Medical Director, Professor Kaman, we're grateful that you're here today. And of course, our permanent provost, that was confirmed today, Professor Awaka. He's our father. He's our father. Thank you very much.
Let's welcome the LOC to the center stage, please.
He's communicating with us, and I'm wondering to myself, when do you actually sleep? But he's a man of actions, and I must say he's been great. So please, I want us all to give a round of applause to this team. It's been a wonderful team, and I know and pray God that we will have many more wonderful conventions to come in the future. Thank you very much.
Give us a word. Madam, give us a word for doctor to spell. Sex.
S-E-X.
It's finished. Doctor's finished, sorry. Gate is closed. Let's give them a big hand. Doctor, nominate somebody to replace him. We know. That's why all these young people are here. Dr. Smith. Which one? Switch it up. You have to get somebody to come and replace him. Dr. Collins, you've been asked for replacement. You are switching up partner in... Oh yeah, speaks. Okay. Right. If you were to go take a celebrity for a dinner date, what would it be?
My wife.
Where's your wife? She just left. That's a perfect timing. She went to take the call of a patient. Okay. Apart from your wife, we know that you are playing safe. We know.
Beyonce.
Now you've said your mind. I'm gonna say his mind. Give him Beyonce music. Since we don't have Beyonce here, play one Beyonce. All the single ladies. Let's give a big hand to Doctor. Brethren, I know emergency situation when I see one. For example, when the debt collectors ring me, hello, is that MC Mark? Yes, we notice an outstanding of £5,000 on your account. How would you like to pay? That is an emergency situation. I switched to pidgin. Who tell you that the woman? Your family. Who know the woman? The debt collectors, they are smart now. What they do is then they put another Nigerian guy on the phone. That's when I know I'm in trouble. Because I hear, when you say customer service, I go, you know, this guy is Nigerian. He said, my guy, I can say you don't want paper. You won't go back to Nigeria. Men and brethren, when I hear Nigeria, I laugh, set up a direct debit. That devil is a lie.